Welcome to our husband versus wife Mustang Gentling Challenge. A couple of days ago, we adopted 2 young Mustang fillies from the White Mountain herd management area through the Wind River Wild Horse Sanctuary in Wyoming. Now begins the process of building trust, introducing these girls to domestic life, and seeing just how far they can come. Jason has one Mustang, and I have the other. And over the next few weeks, we will be documenting the gentling process day by day as we see who can make the most progress with their Mustang the fastest. But no matter what, the horses come first. Every Mustang is different, and our goal is to work at the pace each horse needs while showcasing just how incredible these wild horses can be. As a reminder of how this competition works, the first person to complete each task earns 5 points. Once the Mustangs are on a more even playing field, we will start introducing some 10-point challenges. If a trainer stays in the corral past their time limit, they lose 2 points. Here's the current update on the standings, so with that said, let the challenge begin.
Well, it's day 6, and today is the last day of the husband versus wife Mustang challenge before we pull out my secret weapon. So things are changing. Tomorrow we have a surprise coming. So stay tuned for that. But today is the last day. Alyssa smoked me by too much. The plan for the day is just to keep working with Roni. It's really cold today. It's like 45 degrees, windy. It was snowing earlier. And so I'm just gonna try and keep building a relationship with her. Really, I'm trying to work towards getting that halter on because that's gonna be the next big step, is getting her haltered, and then we can start getting her to give to pressure and stuff. But I'll just kind of work with her mane, get some Cowboy Magic detangler in there, pamper her a little bit, and familiarize her with the halter. So that's the plan. We got 1 hour today. We're doing a full session. So I'm gonna try and break it up and keep her interested, try to avoid that little tune out that we've had a few times, and just see how the day goes. So here we go, day 6. Ready?
Ready.
All right, we're gonna take lots of hot coffee breaks today.
Yeah,
1 hour
cold.
starts now. Thankfully, I have a bigger advantage coming than that 1 extra minute.
Teaser, spoiler, not really spoiler alert, but teaser.
We have one of the coolest surprises in store.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be excited for this. We're gonna mix up the challenge a little.
You wanna start with some
In a
grass?
big, well, not a little, in a big way.
I'm gonna make Alyssa do the next session's blindfolded. That's the surprise. No, not really. You want it down here? Yeah, that was easy. Too easy. That wasn't even weird at all. All right. Hey, how's it going? How's your right side doing today? Pretty good? Pretty good? Good job. Good. Good girl. That was a little bite, huh? Oh, her neck popped. Ka-chunk. Aye. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. How's the left side doing today? How's the left side over here? Pretty good? Oh, that side's really good. I feel good. Good girl. Good girl. It's still kind of slippery from yesterday's detangler. It did not fix itself overnight though. Today I'm gonna try and work on not like sneaking around too much with her. She's confident enough. Can start kind of upping the energy a little bit. Nothing crazy, obviously. Good girl. Good girl. 2 hands? Can we do 2 hands?
Nice.
Yeah. You can barely see her little freeze brand on that light roan color. Good girl. Good. Oh, yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Good. Oh man, we went out to see the crew today at the lease, and it was awesome. They were so chilled, just lounging around out there in the sunshine. It was a little nicer this morning. It was kind of sunny, and everyone was just laying down. Alyssa got to lay and lounge on Taz, sit down and scratch Rooster while he was laying there. It was fun. They like it out there at the new place. Hi. Let's see, let's stick to the good side one more time. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Nice. Good job. Good. Nice. That's kind of a lot, huh? Good. Good girl. Do you stumble on these rocks as much as I do? I'm always stumbling around.
I feel like you stumble more when you're trying to like kind of go slow and not be
And like backing away.
yeah, jarring to them, and then that's always when you stumble and you're like, gosh,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
like, I'm trying to be smooth and not freak them out.
Huh. She's pretty tight when I'm pretty far away here.
She's like, oh,
Good.
it's scary on this side.
Yeah. Halters on the right are scary. Good. Good job.
I'm so excited for everyone to see what we have in store.
I am too. I can't wait. Some people that were probably very upset just a few days ago are going to be very excited.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like?
Yeah.
Well, if you're standing that way, I got to work on the right side. Nice. Good job. Oh, nice and close, huh? Good. Take that away. Good. Good job. Good. Nice.
What a good girl.
Yeah, nice job. Good girl.
Sometimes I get distracted watching Jason,
Good.
not through the little camera screen, and I fall behind on
Good.
following them. Sorry, guys.
Kind of good. Good girl.
Get busy watching in real time.
Pasture's coming in good.
Yeah, it is. It's looking really nice.
Good girl. She does seem a little bit tighter today, like to start off than yesterday. I don't know, maybe not. Definitely probably just tighter than we ended yesterday, which is to be expected.
I think she's doing pretty good.
She is doing good. I just pet her on the neck with the halter twice.
And yesterday you had alfalfa. She always is a little bit more
Oh yeah.
good with food.
Good girl.
She's definitely improved from the last couple days before.
She does like things on her left side better. Even when I'm standing on her right, she'll try and put it in her left eye.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Good little lick and chew there when I'm standing next to her. Nice job. Good girl. Yeah.
She's like, that's a nice jacket. Can I eat it?
It looks kind of tasty. Nice. Just want to scratch you a little.
Good girl.
Good.
That's big for her.
Nice.
Good
That was
girl.
really big for her, and I risked it intentionally. Instead of just getting out of there immediately, I wanted to see if I could wait until her expression softened a little, and it did.
Yeah,
She
I think
kinda
that's the right
blinked and softened a little.
move. Kind of rewarding her for her mental softness now instead
Yeah.
of just a touch.
Let's see. I'll do one more with the halter on the good side, and then we'll switch gears and then probably come back to the halter. Good girl. Coming in hot, she says. Good girl. Nice. Good.
You gonna braid her mane? She's itchy.
Good girl.
Oh yeah, that's a good spot.
Good girl.
She's like, hey, get back here.
Come back.
That felt good.
She likes those little scratches. She likes it when you scratch real hard. Like you mentioned that either yesterday or the day before.
Yeah,
And she does like it when you scratch kind of hard.
yeah. That's Honey's thing too. If
You got to get in there
You
good.
gotta just start scratching her hard, or else she gets a little bit. It's not like it's tickling her. She just is like more suspicious
Yeah.
if you're not scratching her hard. Like, what are you doing? But if you really get in there with your nails and really scratch her hard, then she's like, oh yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, if you ever watch like colts or even adult horses scratching each other's withers, they really chomp
With their
on it. They
teeth,
chomp
yeah.
it good.
Hard. So
Hey. We got a
chestnut,
new
quit
thing.
eating sticks.
We're not going to use this today, but
Oh my goodness.
we will use it someday soon. Yeah, you already ate one of those.
She says, hey, I ate those bristles yesterday. They did not taste like Fruity Pebbles.
Good girl.
Yeah, she'll just pop those right out and eat them.
Nice job. I don't really want to brush it yet, but I just wanted her to be used to me holding this. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll kind of rub her with the opposite side. The tail tamer, it's called. The main
Ah,
tamer.
good girl.
Good girl. Nice.
You remember Rooster when I first started currying him? He'd get kind of weird.
I don't remember that. He would get weird when you'd curry him?
Yeah,
Rooster
with that
would?
little green curry, that little rubber curry. He didn't like it.
He didn't like the sound, you think, or the feel?
I don't know. He didn't mind me scratching him, but he didn't like that curry comb. He'd kind of get antsy, and he just didn't like it.
It's too early in the session for me to get my hands all slimed up today.
Well, you might not need to put more on. You might be able to get it. You said it's already kind of slick now.
It's
That
a
was the
little
point.
bit
It's
slick.
just kind of letting it sit in there, and then you can
Coming
get it
in
maybe
with two
untangled.
weird hands. Nice job.
Let's see your untangling skills.
I don't think I have any untangling skills. Good girl.
Jason's never had to deal with long hair before.
Nice. Oh, it got kind of stuck in your hair, huh?
You're gonna brush it whether you want to or not.
I know. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It
She's like,
snagged
"Ah."
one. All right, untangling skills engaged.
Our little niece, she, you know how you got tangles. A lot of times you call them like a rat's nest. You got a rat's nest in your hair. And with my long hair, if my hair is down and I wear any kind of hoodie, I get the biggest rat's nest in the back of my hair if I don't watch it. And so I don't remember what we were doing, but we were over there visiting them in Oregon, and I had worn a hoodie all day and it had kind of been raining off and on. So anyway, I have this giant rat's nest in the back of my hair. And my little niece was playing with my hair, and she goes, "You've got rats." So that's what I always call them now. She's got rats in her mane.
You got rats, Roni.
She was probably like 4 at the time when she said that. It was cute.
Good job.
Talking about you, Rogue, if you're watching.
We love you, Rogue and Raylyn. And Chaz, one day when you get old enough to understand.
Roni.
Nice job. Good job. Good job. You're all right. What was that? Nice. Good job. Try to get back in there. Good.
Oops.
Good.
She says, "I just got scared."
It was a little scary. Something was. Good girl. Good. Good job. Oh. Nice. It'll be nice when we do get a halter on to just work on keeping that butt from facing humans. Good. You got that crazy look
when
in
they're
your
just
eye.
loose like this, it's a little bit more risky because they can turn a little easier and kick out at you. When you have a halter, at least you can kind of keep their nose tipped or turn their head if they react. But with no halter on, it's a little easier to get kicked. She says, "You smell funny." She's a funny girl. She's like curious, a little bit offended, a little bit
A little bit annoyed.
like, I don't have to do this. A little bit like wants to engage. She's trying to sort it all out. She doesn't know how she feels.
It's a big deal to go from just doing whatever she wants all day, every day, to having some predator walking around,
Trying
putting
to
her
touch your
hands
face.
in her face. I don't want to just pester her, so we might move around a little bit while we still have some time to end on a good note.
Yeah, you want a time update?
Good. Yeah.
You have 39 minutes.
Good. Because she's not really enjoying, like yesterday she was enjoying having her mane kind of worked on. There's a good little sigh. Good job. Good. Good. Those are kind of big movements by her shoulder. Nice. Good. Good. Good girl. And 2 hands. Good. I don't know even how to start untangling this, to be completely honest. Let's stay with me here. Good. It's a mess. Okay, I think. This is where I wish it was rounder. But it is what it is.
I could pause your time or we could move in a panel over here.
Just maybe one of those green panels.
Yeah.
We don't have to pause the time. I'll just snag it real quick. Take away this little spot for her to bury her head.
Which side are you going?
That'll work. All right, let's see if we can do this in a somewhat calm fashion. Nice.
Alrighty.
There you go. Nice. So I was trying to move that butt away from me instead of her turning toward the fence, and she did a good job. So I didn't want to just drive her right off the bat. Nice. Good job. Let's see if we can get her to go to her left after she has a little break without turning away from me. Might switch to a flag.
Hey, at least she's not scared of that.
Yeah. You want to just check it out? Well, good job being brave. That was actually kind of surprising. Good job. Good. Wasn't what we were shooting for, but I guess I'll take it. I'm gonna switch to the flag. That'll be kind of, I'm more familiar with it than the whip thing. The reason I went with the whip thing was because I think it would be great if I could kind of drape the little rope part over her neck. It would feel a little bit like putting a halter over her neck. But let's go with the flag. Okay. So I just want it to be uncomfortable when she turns her butt toward me. I don't want to freak her out, but I want it to not be pleasant. Nice job. Good. You want to just check this out? You don't have to be terrified of it.
You can tie that flag around the stick once too, if that's too much. How it's catching that wind. It's kind of hard when it's windy. There, it kind of did it for you for a second.
Good.
The wind always makes it great. It's like
What'd you say?
the wind.
Oh yeah.
It catches that flag.
Helps so much.
Yeah, it's so helpful.
So
Oops, sorry. I focus on my job as the camera lady and not just watch.
she's checking out the shadow. That's funny. Good. So let's see if I can set her up for success here to not, there we go, to not turn her butt towards me. Don't get buried in the corner. Nice. Good job. Good. Good girl. Nice. That was brave. Nice job, Roni. Okay, let's see.
Good girl.
Nice. Good girl.
Good job.
That was good. It's kind of fun to play around with how little it takes to get her to make the right decision. And I don't want to get her running around, especially if she has turned into me. If she turns away, nice. Then I'll up the energy a little bit. But if she turns in, then I'll try and make it as peaceful as possible. Nice. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Good girl.
There you go.
Good.
Let's
She's
give her a
nice
lot of
'cause
soak time right there.
You can tell she doesn't have like a huge attitude. She has just enough attitude to kind of help me learn, and then also meet in the middle when I make it right for her, or when I make it easy for her, I mean. Good girl. Yeah, nice job. You're getting braver, huh?
She is.
Uh-oh.
Just don't let it go, whatever you do.
Good girl.
Be chasing her around the pen.
Is that yummy? Good girl. Good girl. Nice. Good job. Yeah, good girl. Good job. Some big scratches up there. Nice. Good girl. Yeah. Nice job. Nice. What about on this side? Nice job. There you go. Good. Good girl. Nice job. Nice. Can I scratch your neck a little bit? Nice.
Good
What
girl.
I seen about? Good girl. Good job. Nice
Should have been
seeing
one
a
of our checklist items. Can you play tug of war with your Mustang? Check.
winner. I'm on the board, folks. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was just gonna say, one nice thing about having her familiar enough that I can at least carry this flag around is it'll make it a lot easier if she does turn her butt toward me to kind of get on her a little bit and make it really clear that that's not the right way to go.
Yeah.
Whereas when you don't have anything in your hand, it's kind of like you're bluffing big time, you know?
Yep.
Because you can't be close enough or you get smoked if you get on them kind of aggressively. Good girl.
And thankfully, with these Mustangs, most of the time it doesn't take much to get to, reprimand them, I guess. It's like kind of a big movement is enough that they're like, oh, that was the wrong choice. They're pretty sensitive. Even the chestnut. Although not as sensitive as most.
You can tell, like, I haven't moved her very much, but It was enough of a change of pace that you could tell her mindset kind of changed.
Yep.
Instead of being kind of bored and annoyed, she's more engaged. All right, let's see if we can move her a little bit more. She's not in the best spot right here, but let's see if we can get her to make the right choice. Nice. Good job.
Hey, there she goes. Good girl.
Good job. Don't get hung up. Atta girl. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good job.
You can tell she's starting to like you, you know? Like she's starting to figure out you're not gonna hurt her.
She's turning into a classic 2-year-old where they just suck everything to the back of their throat.
Yep. Who's excited to see Mesa get turned out with these two? Have the 3 2-year-olds together. We're trying to decide when we bring these girls over to the lease, as long as we feel like they can handle being in the buck and rail at that point. We're trying to decide who their pasture mates are going to be. I think probably Mesa and maybe Rooster. We might leave Clyde. We might just put him in pen 1. We don't want to throw him in with too many new equines all at once.
Overwhelm them.
Yeah. The main ones that really don't get along are Mesa and Rooster do not like Taz. They kind of pick on him. And then Riata is not very good with newcomers.
Riata has little man syndrome.
Riata's always low man on the totem pole. She gets picked on all the time. So when a new equine comes in, Riata really puts up a front like she's super tough, and she goes a little too hard on the whole she's tough thing. It doesn't last very long. It usually only lasts a couple days, but she's not very welcoming. She's just trying to be above the newcomer, so she's not in last place anymore. So a lot of times she's almost awkward the way she it's like
Not almost, she is awkward.
she's awkward. She's like aggressive, but it's a bluff, but it's still not very settling for the new equine. So I think we'll wait to introduce her.
Good girl.
Sometimes Mesa's a little bit pushy too, so we'll see. But I think it'd be fun for Mesa to have a couple fillies her age to play with.
Let's see. Nice. That's good. Nice, atta girl. I'm not going to get super obsessed with pushing her. If she turns toward me and wants to kind of pay attention to me and draw toward me, even though I don't know if this is right or wrong, but my thinking is, even though I wasn't asking her to stop, I want her to keep her butt away from me and her attention on me. That's the main goal. So I'll just kind of let her. I feel like it might be, atta girl.
Yeah, there she's got a...
I feel like it might be a little bit like colt starting, where they say, first you go with them, then they go with you, and then you go together.
Yeah.
I feel like probably the principle applies to this kind of thing too. If they do something good, just go with them and reward them for doing something good, even if it's not exactly what you were asking. I could be wrong on that, but I've never been wrong in my life before, so probably not. Good girl.
I feel like if you have one that's kind of pushy, probably the like, no, you could come in when I ask you to come in mentality would be better. If you have one that tends to be a little more standoffish and a little more skeptical, I feel like, you know, them asking to be with you is a pretty good sign. If you go back to like the join up techniques, you look for signs in your horses asking you if they can come in, and then you allow them to come in. So I don't know if there's necessarily a right or wrong. I think it just, a lot of horsemanship I feel goes off of feeling what that horse needs. And it's kind of hard to describe that until you've just done it a lot. And you kind of just develop this, I don't know, this feel of what they need in that moment.
Feel, timing, and balance.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially starting and gentling these guys, it's all feel and timing. Like Tom Dorrance is the one that started that, I'm pretty sure. I think it was pre-Ray Hunt. It might have been Ray Hunt, but just talked about good horsemanship is feel, timing, and balance. And I bet someone smarter than me could tie in the balance to this, but it's a lot of feel and timing when you're gentling these guys and building a relationship.
You're going through a lot of stuff right now.
That's what I was going to say. I'm really thankful I did let her come in that time, because this is her most, like her biggest come down since we've had her. Just huge yawns, and you could see her even kind of like lifting her back leg, and
Swishing
she
her tail.
was lipping my arm a lot.
Yeah.
Good girl.
One thing we've really noticed, to be totally honest, the first time I've really noticed it was last year. With both my Mule Clyde and my Mustang Rooster. And, you know, we'll put them through a little bit of stress, maybe get them a little elevated and then let them come down off of that. And both my Mule Clyde and my Mustang Rooster tend to get kind of, not even necessarily antsy, but sort of mouthy and kind of unsettled, I guess. And it would be really easy to be like, what are you doing? Just like, don't mouth me. Don't, get out of my space. But the weird thing is that's like part of their processing. And especially Rooster, he'll kind of like come up and get almost a little bit mouthy, but it's in an interesting way. And if I give him just 5 seconds of me not getting after him for that, he'll have a big come down. And it's just like part of him processing. And I don't even think he necessarily knows what he's doing in the moment, like that he's nibbling me. It's like he's just processing through all this stuff that's going on in his brain, and he's got to get it out physically somehow. And he's not biting me. He's just like, moving his lip on me, kind of like what this round was just doing. And so it's interesting. She's similar. So she was like lipping Jason. She was stomping around almost as if she had a fly on her belly, but she didn't. She was swishing her tail almost like she had flies bugging her, but she didn't. And then she yawns a bunch and comes down, and now she's over there almost asleep.
Yeah. You probably can't see her eyes from that angle, but her eyes are...
I don't know if they can see it on the camera, but I could just see it, me personally, out of the corner. Like, I can see the corner of her eye and tell she's kind of sleeping, and I can see her just nodding her head slightly, like... It's like part of these horses' process of dealing with the emotions that they just felt. And so, people talk about never knock the curiosity out of a young horse, meaning if they want to nibble on that flag, it's part of them discovering their world. That's how horses, learn about their world is through their mouth or pawing things. And if Jason were to be like, don't chew on this flag, whack, well, there goes your relationship. But also it's like, don't knock the process out of these young horses. Sometimes they do some weird things right before they kind of let go of all that emotion. And I think it's important to be patient with them and not be too hard on them, because you could really mess up that process and miss a huge opportunity to let these horses kind of come down and think about stuff.
Yeah, that was a big change there. Her little eyes were just closing and kind of opening and closing. She was just falling asleep after going through that.
She's yawned a couple times in your earlier sessions here and there, but that was definitely her biggest moment of actually processing something.
By far.
Which is good, because you kind of got her stress up a little bit, asking her to move her feet. But that kind of, like Ty Evans talks about it, you have to almost tip them over that like stress mountain, that tipping point, to get them to come down off that other side and process it. And that's like what you did by asking her to move her feet, is you finally kind of got her over that hump, you know.
I think I'll just kind of work on her mane a little bit as long as she's liking it. And then when we get to a spot where she's feeling good about herself, we'll just call that a day. Good girl. Good. Good girl. It's all dreaded up, friend. You got a heck of a mane, though. That's all right. Good girl. Good. Good girl.
Her mane is so shiny. It has that like kind of silvery hairs in there. It's gonna look amazing when it's all brushed out. Just as that tickles. I'm going to keep this rolling so you guys can watch this roan process through some of the stress she just felt. People often think horses yawn because they're bored, but really it's the parasympathetic nervous system taking over after being in a heightened fight or flight state. You'll often see horses yawn, lick and chew, lower their head, blink softer, or take a deep breath as they start transitioning out of stress and back into a more relaxed rest and digest mindset. It's really important just to be still and let your horse go through this process. And she's asleep.
Yeah, I think we'll just call that good. I don't want to get her elevated again. I liked that she had that huge come down when I was standing right next to her. And then she got a little worried when I was working on her mane, but then came back to me, and when I released, she just had another one. So I think we'll just call that good. She's in a pretty like content place mentally right now, so I think we'll just leave it at that.
You just go hang out by her for a couple minutes.
I'm a very like process oriented, or like I like to have like step 1, step 2, step 3, like we'll just check off the to-do list. And I think good horsemen probably, they have a plan and they know like the order they want to get things done in, but I don't think they're probably super rigid to like, today we're getting steps 1 through 3 done, tomorrow we're getting 4 through 6. I think they just kind of feel of the horse and just do what the horse is good with to an extent. Good girl. She's sleepy. It kind of warmed up and the sun came out, and time for a siesta. I was curious what she would do last time she fell asleep, what she would do when she woke up and I was standing right next to her. And she did kind of lift her head a little bit like, oh, whoa, but didn't feel
You've
the
been
need
here the
to
whole
leave,
time?
thankfully. I'd really like to get those dreads out one of these days, Roni. Good. Good girl. Nice. Storm's coming, huh? Good. Good girl. Just pet her one more time and call her good. Good girl. Nice. Good girl. Nice.
Nice job.
Good girl.
I think that was really good.
Side eye.
She was kind of like, what are you doing? Good job.
Sweet, that was another good day.
It was a great day.
All right, well, it's too cold for me to sit and film you, so you
Yeah.
have to forfeit your session.
Yeah. I know,
the
it's getting
the wind
cold
picked
again.
up too much. Today was her best day mentally, I feel like, probably by a long shot, even though yesterday we got the neck tag off and that was a big accomplishment. Seeing her have some big yawns and really relaxing with me right in her personal space was really encouraging. I feel like that's a big deal for her. And so yeah, that was really rewarding. And I think moving her feet was definitely the right call. She was starting to get that kind of annoyed expression, and it didn't take much moving of her feet. It was like even just trying to keep her at a walk, and it changed something mentally. And then after that is when she really came down, had some huge yawns, and so I think that was the right call. So try and make a mental note of that moving forward, that's a good tool to use. So day 6 in the books with Roni, and I'm really enjoying this process.
I could be wrong, but I feel like what happens is, like, you know, not you specifically, but I'm going to say you, like any of us, touching them, it's a little bit of stress to them, but not enough for them to really react strongly off of. But you're like building that stress just little by little by little, and they start getting more and more agitated just because they like are dealing with all of that. You know, it's like a little bit at a time. And so if you can find something to kind of get them over that whole like stress mountain like Ty talks about, then it seems like they can kind of get back to a baseline of just feeling good. And that's what I feel like happens. And you can watch them kind of get a little bit more just anxious. And then at that point, it's like, okay, you need to go. You need to move your feet and get rid of this anxiousness that you've built up.
Ty talks about trigger stacking.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you do like a bunch of little either annoying or scary tasks with your mule or horse, and it builds and builds and builds, and then you have a blow up, and you're like, where'd that come from?
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. I didn't even see it coming. And it's because like nothing big happened, but a lot of little things just kept stacking up
And building.
She's got me by the foot. So yeah, I think probably what you're saying, just like being like around her face and like messing with her mane and trying to touch her forehead, and it's like, oh, it's so annoying, and it just builds and builds.
Yeah, like
and
a
then
little bit
you
of
can move
stress,
their
little bit of
feet,
stress.
and they can kind of come up and then have a big come down.
Yep. Yeah,
All
you think
right.
about like you going throughout the day, and there's little stressful moments throughout the day that just keep kind of building and building and building, and then you get home and the house is a mess, and your spouse is was supposed to clean the house that day and didn't, or asks you as soon as you walk in the door what's for dinner or whatever, and you kind of lose it because you've just had little moments throughout the day that have been building, and just one thing finally will kind of just set you off, and they feel the same way. So good job.
Your turn. Last
right.
session before things change.
Yep.
Big time.
Big time. Big changes coming, folks. Stay tuned. All right. It is a nice stormy day. Day number 6. And I wasn't going to work with the tarp today, but it's super windy. And I don't really have control over it blowing around and stuff. And I don't want our first impression to be really scary. So instead, I'm going to take this nice spool top here. We're going to work on crossing bridges. I just wanted to work on an obstacle, some sort of object to kind of keep her mind engaged. She learns so quick, and I think she needs to keep progressing. And so my plan was a tarp, but instead we're gonna work on this thing. It's not gonna blow around. So far she's really terrified of it. She's come over and sniffed it already. So anyway, we're gonna roll that in and get started. Let's see. Let's decide where I want to put this. What do you think? Just let her check that out. What does it taste like? Not too worried about that, is she? She's like scratching her lip on it. This is great. I'm just gonna let her explore it for a minute. Girl. There you go. Good job, sweetie. Do not nibble me. One of her braids came out. I don't know if I have a rubber band in my pocket or not. I might. Look at that. Prepared. We're gonna braid this thing super fast if you can hold your feet still. I'm gonna stand on the scary thing while I braid your mane. How about that? She says that sounds fine. Good girl. Super speed braid. There you go, our friend. All right. Catch it if you can. Good girl. Oh, it smells funny, she says. Yeah? Girl. Yeah, it smells funny. A little bit of gunk in your eyeball today. There, we got it. There, we got it. All right, let's see. Put you with it? All right. Good girl. We'll check it. So first things first, I'm just gonna make sure she feels okay about the flag today. So far she has, but we'll just check it out today. She says, yeah, I just want to eat it. All right, good girl. All right. See if we can move her feet here. See if she remembers how to go out and around. Whoop. Good girl. Nice job. You can eat it. Can you step on it? Good girl. Let's put my gloves back on. It is chilly today. All right. Let's go this way. Let me get some forward momentum here. Let's see if she can step on that. So even though this is nothing like a trailer, it's still setting her up for the skills. Good girl. Of when we do go to trailer loader. I'm gonna send her out and have her step up into a trailer. But at first I'm gonna see, can you get sent out? Good girl. And step up on a piece of wood. I'm not gonna be too critical. If she tries to run me over, I'm not gonna let her do that, but okay, this time I'm gonna just stop her a little. Good. Ask her to think about it. There you go. Good. That's good. Good girl. Give her a second. I gave her a second because I felt like she was getting just a little elevated. And I don't want to just keep pushing her. I want her to just have a second to come down. Okay, then we'll ask again. Good. I'm not going to let her run me over this time. Good. So I don't want her to go between me and the object quite yet. We could start with her going between me and the object. I could step back a little bit more. And that would be another way. We might go to that here in a second. She's not quite as confident as I thought she would be. Good girl. Good girl. See if I can just get her to take a step here. Good. Not the right answer. There you go. Good girl, she found it. Good job. I'm gonna back her away from this thing. Don't have a ton of backing skills yet, so I have to kind of move towards her to get her to back still. Okay, we're gonna send her forward again. So we're gonna pretend like this is a trailer. Ask her for a little bit more. Good. I'm not gonna let her crowd me. Good girl. Ask her for a little bit more because she's not really trying to engage with it. Good girl. I'm gonna leave her alone. I'm gonna give her a second here. She's mostly just kind of focused on my little mini Aussie rolling around in the grass behind her. Her attention is back behind her right now. I'll go ahead and back her up. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Just rub her with the flag here. Nice job. Ask her to come forward again. Don't let her run me over. Good girl. Nice. There we go. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. As soon as she tries, then I'll just release and let her check it out. Good girl. Oh, what is that? What a goofball you are. What a goofball you are. You're doing good, sweetie. Ask her again. Good. Ask her again. Good girl. I like that. Good job. Good girl.
Teaching her to wave?
Yeah. Wave. Oh,
Whoa.
didn't get it that time. Oh, we were just trying to wave. You just went ahead and stepped on it, but good girl. Good girl. So even though it didn't look like she was really doing much, I was rewarding every little try because to her she's unsure about this thing. And it's kind of a big deal. Good girl. And even though she's a pretty chill little horse, I could see some tightness in her. That she just wasn't sure. Good girl. Good girl. I'm gonna let her check it out. She can paw it, she can chew on it, she can do whatever. Because even though the object is to get her over this thing, the main thing is to build a relationship with her and keep building trust with her to where she knows if I ask her to do something, it's not going to hurt her. So I want to make sure she's feeling good about the whole process. Good job, sweetie. Good girl. That's pretty cool. So I'm actually going to ask her to back off of this. Good girl. Good girl. Instead of pushing her more while she was up there. Good girl. You did good, kid. You gonna chew on my flag? Alright, let's try again. So I'm gonna ask her to go forward. Then I'll bring my flag in if I need to. Good girl. Gonna ask again. Good girl. As soon as she makes an effort, I'm gonna take the pressure away. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Nice job. I'm just gonna have her stop. I'm gonna give her a break there. That was good.
Don't you think this is a perfect example of the quote, you have to treat a mule the way you should treat a horse?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard that before, but a lot of people say mules are stubborn, and a lot of times I think people just miss the concern that mules have, and so they end up pushing them a little bit too fast, too quickly, and a mule's best form of self-preservation is to just kind of shut down when they're pushed too hard, too fast. And like, I probably could have got her over this a lot faster, and her being a horse with a pretty high flight instinct, she might have done it and just done it out of worry. She might have jumped it or ran across it or whatever, but why not give her more time if she needs more time? Because now she was able to walk across it calmly. And so this is how we train our mules too. And we've found that mules are extremely willing, but sometimes they just need more time to think about things. Mules don't want to do anything that's going to hurt them, and they're just naturally a little more skeptical. And so they might look at this. You know, it's kind of creaky. Some of the boards are even a little bit squishy, and that could really freak them out. It doesn't feel solid to them. And, you know, they don't know that you're not asking them to walk onto a sinkhole or something like that. And so anyway, it's all new. Whoa, Roni. It's all new to them. And so just having a little bit of patience and understanding that they're trying their best, but they're just uncertain. I don't know. I think it ends up working out better in the long run. So I'm treating her like I would treat my mules, but that's how I treat my horses too. I'm not going to let her run me over though. There we go. I'm going to stop her here because I want her to go across it this way now. See if she'll attempt it. Good job. So I can tell she's still thinking about it right now. And now she's kind of distracted. Let's give her a minute here and see if she comes back. Try to redirect her here a little. See how little it takes. So she's thinking, a little distracted. There. Good girl. A little bit crooked, but we will definitely take it. Good job. So just give them just a little bit of extra time to get confident about it. I feel like, you know, it just works better. I think it keeps them in a more relaxed state. Good girl. Yeah, don't run me over. Good girl. Don't run me over. You gotta go forward, but not over the top of me. Good job. You're doing it. Good. Hi. Let's try again. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. Good job. So now she's feeling pretty comfortable with that. Now we can start adding just a little bit more, asking for a little bit more effort. Good girl. Nice job. I like that. Good job. Good girl. So this is kind of the first step to teaching trailer loading, is can we send them out, around and onto an object, This is her harder way. We're going to go this way first, though. Out and around. There you go. We're going to see here. Can we just get her to walk over it? Oh, 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 we almost missed it. Good job. Let's try it again. Try to be a little quicker at correcting you here, pal. So if we pretend like this is the trailer, we're going to send her out and around. Oh, you missed it. Out and around, good. Arch. And over, arch. There you go. Good girl. Good job. We're halfway in the trailer. Good job. Let's make her all the way in the trailer. There you go. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Very good. All right, sweetie. I'm gonna send her out this way just a little. Out and around. Thank you. We're gonna turn her. Gonna ask her for a change of direction this time, which we haven't done. Not from moving. Good girl. No. Go again. Don't run me over. Out and around. There you go. And into the trailer. Nice job. Good girl. There you go. Nice job. You did good, kid. All right, we're going to check out her flag. Make sure she's good. Don't want her to have any hard feelings about her flag here. Her flag means something, but we don't want her to be afraid of it. Good girl. Nice job. All right, sweetie. Good girl. We're going to brush her off, and then we're going to play with the bareback pad a little bit again today, I think. All the days are running together. I don't remember what day we put the bareback pad on.
Probably day one, knowing you guys. You want me to grab it for you?
I did set it. I got it. I did set it a little far away.
No, I think it was maybe day 3 even.
I think you're right. I think it was day 3. We got dirt on your cinch. Let's get that off, huh? Don't want anything poking you. The cinch is almost a little bit big for her.
You probably could have put the bareback pad on her on day 1.
I really might have been able to. I'm pretty sure we probably could just get her fully saddled at this point if we wanted to.
Yeah, I bet you really could.
But what's the hurry?
When would you start doing fence work, like having her come up to you on the fence and stuff?
Really, any time you could do that.
As soon as they start getting a feel on the lead rope?
Yep.
What?
Yep. Good job. I was wondering how she was going to react when she pulled that off. I was kind of curious. Can you pull it off in the dirt? We just washed it. We just brushed that off. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, her groundwork's coming along. She has definitely some stuff for us to get fixed up here, but she's really doing good. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's your favorite. You want to stick your head in here? Oh, yeah. Don't have to ask me twice. You're a funny girl. All right, you ready? I'm gonna pet you with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just gonna take my time and toss it up on her. And just make sure she's good with all that. She likes to sniff it. Here, look at that side for me. Make sure she's good with that. Yeah, eat that cinch. Okay. I'm gonna purposely let that dangle and ask her to deal with that. Because I've seen and had it happen where you kind of sneak around a colt, then you go to take the saddle off, and that cinch goes dangling down there and taps him on the knee, and it causes a big old wreck. So I'm gonna make sure that she's used to that cinch kind of bouncing around over there before I cinch it up on her. Okay, I'm gonna feel under here, make sure she's good. Good girl. We're just gonna put it just tight enough that it's not gonna slip back super easy if she were to jump around. Wouldn't turn into a flank cinch. Good girl. Nice job. Okay. We're gonna tighten her up. So now, it's not saddle tight, but it's should have brought my flag in here. I mean, it's tight enough to hold that bareback pad from slipping anywhere. It's tighter than it was the other day when we put it on her. Good girl. I'm gonna see if we can roll her hinds here. Good job. Nice, I liked that. That was good. Good girl. That was nice. We haven't done that since day 4. We're gonna see if she can step out and around right here. It's pretty tight. Nice, good girl. That was really nice. Okay, same thing. Roll her hinds. A little bit more. With your front end out and around. There you go. A little bit more. So you don't end up on top of me. There you go. That was good. Good girl. Way to go, my friend. What do you think of that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, just give her a minute to kind of think on all that stuff. girl. There she goes. So there's our little lick and chew. So even though she seems like she's really chill, and she is really chill, but right there, there's just a little bit of tightness in her, and I just wanted her to take a minute and process. So we got just a little lick and chew there. Good girl. All right. Do a little groundwork in our bareback pad. Hey, sister. There you go, out and around this way. Good girl. There you go. Let's do a little trot. A little trot with your cinch on. There you go. Nice job. Gonna ask again. That was better. She's a little tender. I'm not going to have her trot around too much. She's a little sassy too. Nice girl. Nice girl. Good girl. Good job. Yep, good job. That was better. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. What'd you see? What'd you see? Nice job, kid. All right, can we load in our trailer? So I'm just kind of blocking her from running between me and this thing. See, like right there, she's kind of crowding me. Ask her to do that again. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Good job. All right, go ahead. Whoa. Got a loose board, don't we? I got a few loose boards. This thing's seen better days. Make sure to take this out because I can see these two messing with it, pulling boards off. All right. Let's go across it this way without crowding me this time. No, still crowding me. Here, we're going to try that again. I'm going to do a full circle and try that again. There you go. There you go. That was better. Good job. Good job. Nice job. Good girl. All right. We'll work on something kind of new. Good girl. I'll work on jumping next to her. Because someday someone's going to ride her. And they're probably going to put their foot up in a stirrup and climb on. So I'm going to get her used to people jumping next to her. Or, you know, she's just already broke. Just climb on and ride. Of course you are. Why would I expect anything different? I was texting one of my friends, and she said this is just good karma because Honey's been such a challenge that I ended up getting this girl. That was nice and easy. Come on, you can go through. Good girl. You're okay.
Come on.
She knows she's not supposed to go in the mule pen. Or mules will stomp dogs. All right. Yeah, our dog was digging a hole out in our pasture. Sorry about that. She's been doing that a lot lately if you don't watch her. There must be like a vole colony or something out there that she smells. She doesn't normally do that. But anyway, my friend was saying, yeah, it's just good karma because I've put so much time and effort into Honey, and she's making slow progress that I got lucked out with one that was just fun and easy for a minute. Too easy. I'll take it. You are very easy though. Yeah. You're just the coolest little girl. Yeah. Probably never have another one like you. So I'm going to take it. Are you going to undo your cinch for me? Yeah? Okay. Should we undo that and work on your feet? Okay, you ready? So I'm just going to warn her here that I'm going to have to pull up just a little bit to get this unhooked. And then I'm not going to just let this flop. I'm going to kind of rattle it. Have it rattle against her legs. Because I want her to get used to that. Let her check it. Good girl. And then we're going to take it off, pull it over her back. She's going to try to eat it for me. It's going to be over here. There we go. Nice. That's about how saddles work. Just there'll be a little more extra pieces here and there, like stirrups and a back cinch and a breast collar and all that good stuff, but I should have grabbed a hoof pick.
The what?
A hoof pick.
I'll grab it for you.
I'd like to try to get her front feet picked, just because I think she might have a rock or something in there. I just want to make sure she doesn't. Ooh, what is that blanket? We'll grab one out of our other trailer. We're a little scattered because we have equines at 2 different properties and trailers at 2 different properties. And apparently we took the hoof pick out of our tack room and put it in one of the trailers. But I'm not going to make Jason run over there and check on the one trailer. The other trailer, I know there's a hoof pick in, but it's at the other property. So, oh well. I won't be able to feel it if you bite me in the butt today, my friend. There you go, sis. Good girl. At least I can kind of see about rocks here. That was good. Oh, don't rub on me. I mean, I'm glad all you're concerned with is rubbing on me while I'm picking up your feet, but that's also kind of rude.
Fur.
How's this one feeling today? Can you give me this one? Can we pretend like we're actually picking it? Nice. That was super. That was super. Yeah, let's try this front foot, huh? How about that? She's just so itchy. This one for me. Oh, good girl. You do have a rock right there. Don't you bite me. I wonder if that rock's causing some pain. Well, you're almost there. There you go. Come here, my friend. Good girl. Let's see if we can pop that rock out with a different rock. I am curious if that is causing her to be a little sore. Yep, you have to bear with me here. See if we can get it. There we go, we got it. Nice. How's that feel? Is that better? Stuck like right at the tip of your frog. All right, my friend. Nice girl. Try again. Try again. Almost. There you go. Good job. Don't you bite me. I bet we can do that better. Oh yeah. That's nice, sweetie. Good job.
Nice.
That's nice. Good job. That was very nice. Way easier than old Rooster's back feet. It was a lot of rope work with Rooster's back feet. He had a real hard time with kicking out. That was his tough spot. I don't think we found her tough spot yet. Maybe pushiness. That's probably it. Well, I honestly think she did so good today. That's probably where I'm going to end it. I don't think we really need to do much more than that. She wore the bareback pad. She went over our new obstacle here. She did some good groundwork. She let me pick up all 4 feet, hold them a little longer today. I mean, there's not really much more I can ask her to do. I could do more with her, but she did so darn good. I don't think I need a drill on her anymore about anything else. So it's pretty windy today. I don't think I'll probably take her for a walk today. She already did so good. And thankfully, with our little friendly husband versus wife competition, we're not in any kind of 100-day challenge or hurry. So I think that's great. I think she did awesome. I'm so happy with her. She's too easy. She's too easy. Good girl. All right, we're gonna halter her, or unhalter her, I guess, with some quality. You ask her to bring her head over. Flex her head here. Good girl. Flex her head here, there. Good job, sis. And now, to finish it, we're going to give her some nice little udder scratches, which is just her favorite. Just her favorite. Right up in there, huh? It's just so itchy. It's a hard spot to reach. Oh, yes. It's such a hard spot to reach. Nice job, pal. Good girl. You're a superstar. You are. You're just a superstar. You're just the coolest girl. Yeah. Just the coolest girl. Oh, she's itchy. Oh, she's itchy right there. Ooh. Popped her neck. Good girl. Oops, there you go. Good girl. Nice job, pal. Although we did our best to pick 2 fillies of the same age from the same herd management area, these girls definitely are not on equal playing fields when it comes to the competition. One has accepted things much quicker, while the other has needed a little more time to process, think through things, and build confidence. But that has made this challenge even more interesting because it really highlights how different individual Mustangs can be. We also have something big planned next, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to see what's coming. While we don't usually post daily videos, we normally upload 2 to 3 times a week, and we will keep bringing you guys along on all of our Mustangs' progress. We also have a lot of fun mountain adventures planned, and we'll be sharing our life on our new 200-acre ranch with the rest of the herd. If you know someone who would enjoy this series, or our channel, please share it with them. We truly appreciate you all for following along, and we will see you on the next one.